first thing I always say is like, when oh yeah, I'm going to market my business. Okay, who are you speaking to?
Yeah.
What is your audience? What is your community? What is the people you're really getting your message to buy into your thought process? Welcome, people out there.
Ari is just fitting us in between his crazy hectic schedule, but
yeah, it's always nonstop in this game, right?
Yes.
The entrepreneur life doesn't stop.
I know, I've spent the last couple of years like trying to really just narrow down things I'm involved with,
Yeah.
And my life is pretty calm right now, so feed off of your crazy energy.
I don't think energy, whatever you call it, it's a way of life, right?
Yeah, he's in charge of many different groups, just to put it in like a general terms, which is kind of fitting today for the conversation because we're talking about community.
Yeah.
I know you just got out of a meeting and, we won't talk about that, but that's more of like what you do on a day-to-day as far as being a part of city council.
Yep.
And here as the vice mayor.
Yes.
So you know everything about community.
Yes, actually that word is, so my tagline for myself is one community, one family.
Yeah.
I use it on everything when I started kind of being part of these organizations, but it's not like I went and chased them. They're just kind of like, hey, you want to join? I'm like, yeah, I'll join,
So you say yes.
I say yes. I don't say no. I have a hard time saying no.
That's a great motto. I've heard that before. Yeah. Say yes.
Yes, but mind you not, when you say yes, there's a lot. When everything's running smoothly, it's amazing, but nothing ever runs smoothly. So I look at it as a type of professional development because I'm learning, right? So one organization runs really, really well, and what are those things? And one organization runs really, really bad. How do you clean up and how do you start cross-pollinating these types of information with each other to make them run? And obviously for me, I think I've said this before, I'm Catholic and I'm Filipino, and all we do is give. And we want to be engaged in the community, right? And community is such a big word for myself and my family and everybody around me because I just feel like there's never any downtime. If you're an entrepreneur, I think, like, let's just say the restaurant business, you open a restaurant and community, you open a restaurant, but people aren't just going to walk through the doors. They might walk in through the doors because you're there, but at the same time, what I've seen, and especially in the smaller entrepreneurs and the smaller kind of boutique shops, you get engaged in the community on the business side. You get engaged in the community on the business side, and then you have more following, and they become the ambassadors for the business. And then on the flip side, for the community, for like myself, you just volunteer in the community. You're everywhere. There's events here, there's events here. Hey, let's meet. And then you start meeting people. I just feel like the community is like this melting pot of energy, and you're liable to extract what you want out of it, or what you want out of it.
That's a good way to put it.
Or sometimes the community defines who you are. Like this, I would say this community defined who I am as a leader, because they would keep putting me in these positions, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you're in a ton of different positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Saying yes to everything, it definitely works.
It's not for everybody though.
But it's not.
And not for me. I don't know how to say no, right? But I'm learning.
Yeah, and that's part of the thing that reminds me of like progress, not perfection. Or something that I hear Grant Cardone, I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. He's like a real estate guru guy, teacher.
Yeah.
Say yes now, figure it out later.
Okay. That's what I say.
Figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
You can. It's kind of like applying for that job you're not qualified for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just figure it out later.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been really good this year at starting to say no, because
it's huge.
You do have to do that sometimes and be choosy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's not easy to not say yes to something.
Yeah.
But I feel like more recently I've been able to just say yes to a few things, which marketing made me is a yes. SoCal Source is it
Yes.
a yes?
Yeah.
You know, that is a community we're creating right now.
Yeah.
Or that's sponsoring us.
Yeah.
We're happy to be a part of that journey and helping businesses, because that's what that site is meant to do. We have a few people on there right now.
Yeah,
a couple people are joining.
Yeah.
More and more people we're going to be joining.
Yeah.
Hopefully bigger brands, and we already got a couple of advertising people on there, ads on there. But yeah, that's going to be our online community.
Yeah, it's about bringing people together, right? And you don't have to be like-minded individuals, but as much as you want like-minded individuals to get momentum of a group of people, at the same time, non-like-minded individuals also works too, because it could possibly open new doors and allow you as a person, a brand, or a circle kind of try to figure out what your next move is, right? So when we talk about community, I think people fail to realize, like, I guess for some people it's different, right? Like for me, as much as I love to be number one, I'd much be with number two and have everybody around me. Sometimes when you're number one, you're all by yourself. Yeah, you're the king, cool. No one wants to hang out with you. You're like, not cool because you're number one and you're a jerk. But like you're number two, you're
lonely at the top.
Yeah, but if you're number two and you have everybody with you, it's like, okay, party's down here.
Yeah.
Secca's up there. You know, we're number one because we're having fun, and you're pissed off because no one wants to hang out with you. So I think, you know, we always revert back to community. It's like, it's one of these things that I think nowadays in marketing, you know, whether it's viral media, whether it's bringing people together, whether it's what it is the awareness of being open-minded is huge. Because if you're in a community that's all closed-minded, which I get, like, it's very laser specific to what they want to do. It's cool, but I mean, for me personally, community's been this roadmap for myself to be who I am today, which is amazing. You know, entrepreneur, a public servant, you know, just, you know, being a person, you know, like being a father, a husband, and all that. It's like, you know, like in my house, man, it's like, we love when there's downtime. Oh, nothing to do, sit on the couch. But our community is so big, like there's nonstop. Boom, let's go here, let's go there, let's go there. Like, you know, it's even like, that's the weekend and the weekdays. There's athletics, there's things to do, there's meetings, there's dinners to go to. It's like,
I actually almost have like a lot of downtime.
It's good.
I seem to enjoy it. My life is not very stressful, but it did take a long time for me to get there. You know, one of our producers, we have our two producers in the room with us, came up with a list of questions, and one of the questions was like, have you ever been in a bad community? And I thought about it, and I just said, not really bad per se, but not bad in general, but maybe bad.
No interest to you, maybe.
Right.
Like, yeah, you were just engaged a little bit.
Conducive
to
your goals.
Exactly, yeah.
And I don't want to shout anyone out, but it is a former company that in the real estate industry. I'm not a real estate agent. So being around a ton of real estate agents, it wasn't like aligned with my goals. You know, their goals are sell houses. And I would love to be in the real estate game, but you can't, unless you're going to go all in on that. Like, there was really no point for me to just always be around a bunch of real estate agents. So that community I had to kind of pull away from, because they are really good at like throwing events all the time and getting you there and being involved all the time. But at the end of the day, it's just like, why do I need to be at a real estate event? Like, that's not my tribe, you know? I'm not, again, trying to be a real estate agent. So as fun as it is, and, you know, I think that was part of the time where I was just saying yes. Yeah. Where I had to start saying no.
So it brings up a good question, like, being part of a community, is it a good fit for you, right? If it's a good fit, and it all depends on how you really, like, perceive yourself to be in what your stake in that community is, or what your play in that community is, right? Like for you,
they all have visions for me. They want me to be there. They think I'm like this marketing guru and I need to be there, but
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, but at the same time, you kind of have to take a step back on yourself. Like for me personally, I always like, okay, what can I learn from this? Like, what am I learning from this organization? What am I learning from this people, this community? Like, will it get me to the next level, right? And then you have some communities that are just like, they just sit, joke, bag on each other, laugh, and that's it. And then it's almost like this gosh, it's like weird. Everything's a community.
Yeah.
If you think about it, now I think about it, everything's community. Your friends are a community. It's like, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good balance. I think for me, I have a very, very good balance of like all kinds of communities. When you start looking at communities and friends, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah, that is so true. I do have a small circle of people, right? I have a lot of business affiliates. My communities really that I'm involved with right now, they are all online based. We're doing this in person now, so that's been fun to work with our team, and putting out our content on YouTube. And I'm really into like online podcasters and stuff like that. But anytime you're just surrounding yourself with like-minded people, I guess that could be your community.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those things where, it's so crucial that, your yearn or your thrive for information is to get yourself to the next level, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you always want to kind of educate yourself or learn from somebody else. I mean, like in marketing for both of us, there's so much going on in marketing. We can tap into all these things in marketing all day long, and I see myself more on like the overarching message, like how do we get to there versus getting deep into like, let's call it affiliate marketing, like microsites, and really hands-on activation on events, I'm more like, I've learned that I'm more on the visionary side of things.
Yeah,
and
that's
like to hand off and delegate. Because I've been in those pods before, but sometimes you have to be on the bottom to see it, right? Like if you're part of an organization or a community, I mean, there's some type of deliverable, right? Like if it's your friends, the deliverable is, yeah, let's bag on each other and have fun and sit in a circle, drink beer, cool. But like if you're part of a marketing circle like us, it's like, okay, we have all these ideas we put on the table and then we just start expanding on it, and then, whether it's like nonprofit sector, leadership and running organizations and kind of making sure everything runs right, or nonprofits where you're a volunteer, where it's service above self, like Rotary clubs, it's like, okay, you give, and then my reward is like seeing kids smile and being that club that's just super activated, so there's a lot.
Yeah. We went to an event in Long Beach on Friday, and it's thrown by this really great girl named Ishka. And she's got a team of, they call themselves the Cannabis Babes. So she's really, pushing women and supporting business women. And I would say that's a community, that I hadn't been to like an event locally on the beach. It was at the Colorado Lagoon in Long Beach. And everybody there was like really down to earth and cool. And so I think that's one community I could say I'm a part of. A lot of the other communities I engage in are all media based. I'm working on a new TV company called Rockefeller's TV. They're in the entertainment industry. So they're doing their own show that's syndicated, and they just got picked up actually to broadcast in London,
nice,
in Spain.
Yeah.
But to me, the bigger market is Los Angeles. I'm just a little bit biased. So it's like, yeah, okay, great. You guys are in London and Spain now, but LA is the place to be.
I just looked at the word community, a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. So, I mean, you can...
So we are community.
We are community, man.
Yeah.
Community, you can launch something, you can launch a business, you can reach people, you can sell, you can be rich. I mean, man, I guess everything revolves around a community or a network or people, because you can't relay your brand to other people and you can't sell to other people if no one wants to buy it. You can't open a restaurant, no one wants to eat your food.
And you need someone to bounce your ideas, right? Like soundboard.
Yeah.
For sure. That's like so invaluable to like have someone else that can give you really great feedback.
Yeah.
Even constructive criticism. I used to love this saying, you know, criticism is worth more than compliments.
Huh. Correct.
You know, that's a G-Eazy line.
Criticism is worse. Say again?
Criticism is worth more than compliments.
Correct. Because absolutely. Because I would much rather sit around people that disagree with me than say yes all the time, because it's just...
That seems to be the downfall of people. If you have way too many yes people around you, that will be your detriment.
Yeah, how do you know you're going in the right direction? You can be going yes in the wrong direction, and then at the same time, people like will challenge you, right? Because you have an idea. They say, no, it's not going to work, but let's skew it a little bit and kind of make sure that we adapt to what's going on. I mean, we saw that. We just came out of a pandemic, man. Everybody adapt. The business adapt. Cities had to adapt.
The only people around you was your tight circle.
Yeah, I mean, remember at one point in time, you know, it was your like your community. You know, always build on your family. Like, let's hang out, because you can't hang out with everybody else, because fucking we're gonna get sick, and everybody gets sick, and now everybody's cool and everybody's back to normal now. But I mean, gosh, like here, I mean, I'll share what happened in Lakewood. Like, there was people in Lakewood that needed help, and the community stepped up. Like, hey, go on Facebook. If anybody needs anything, just tell me what you need. Give me your address, and I'll deliver it, and I'll leave it on your porch, man. Like, it was...
That's amazing.
There's a lot of cool things that came out of that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, it was a really atrocious time for people to kind of adapt, because no one's ever seen this before, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it just made everybody here stronger.
We were all in shock, I think, for a long time.
Yeah,
it's like, how is this real? Like, this is real life right now.
Yeah, I'm home for like a week straight, 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. It's like, what am I?
It's like, you want me to stay inside and Netflix and chill all day?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, and you're going to send me money? Okay.
I know.
Okay, government.
I have other comments on that, but it is what it is, you know. So. But
I had actually my friends used to make fun of me. In particular, Brenda. Shout out Brenda Trigo from Keller Williams Shoreline.
She's amazing.
She was like,
good friend.
She was like, you've been quarantining before quarantining was cool.
Oh shit.
That's my ass.
You're that bad? Huh? You're that bad?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I work from home.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
And I had been trying to break away from the Keller Williams community, and so that was that. You know, truth be told, that was an out. I was like, I don't have to go anymore. I was
Keller
like,
Williams.
Hey guys, quarantine. I cannot go in anymore.
If you're listening, Keller Williams, I would.
They know I love them.
Yeah.
I shout Keller Williams out. They're like a really great real estate school.
Yeah.
You know, anyone that wants to learn how to excel. It's my pet monkey. Sorry.
Gotta feed it.
Feeding time.
Feeding time.
But yeah, Brenda always makes fun of me. She's like, you were quarantining before I was cool. It's like, yeah, I know, I was.
Yeah, I mean, her industry's out there, right? So.
She's amazing at, bringing people together.
Wow, she's good people. I'm very in tune with her.
She brought us together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I remember we had a meeting at...
She's always like, you gotta meet Ari.
Yeah. Crazy, then we crossed paths again.
Oh my, I mean, let's just say how, what a status, I don't want to use the word like pimp, but she's a bona fide pimp, because who else could reserve the entire top floor of Ballast Point on St. Patrick's Day, the biggest drinking event of the year? My girl rents that spot out every year. Yeah. I don't even know how much that costs.
No, I don't ask.
Yeah, I don't ask.
I told them, I said, I had no more point, man. Let's get on the yacht.
But I was like...
It's like, you need to pull a yacht to the front here. Let's get this another level.
She's a superhero in my eyes.
It's a grind, though. She grinds.
She's a hard worker for sure.
It's a lot, man.
But she is probably one of the great community leaders that I love to look up to. She's another lady, we love to catch up. We haven't been doing it so often lately, but usually about once a month we have lunch, and I'm able to give her all the latest updates on my life. Yeah. And she's just consistently killing it in real estate. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
And, she brought us together, so here we are, and, branching off into another community. And
I know, we're building this other community. It's kind of cool. Got some crew now. It's fun. Sky's the limit, man.
I know, and it's going to happen fast, This content that we're creating, we're already getting inquiries, people reaching out, and this is episode 1?
Yeah.
Or 2?
Yeah.
We haven't decided yet which episode this is.
We gotta ask the boss over there.
Yeah.
The bosses. We're not the bosses.
It'll be episode 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's already, you can just tell how things will grow and evolve in just the simple action of meeting with like-minded people and sharing your ideas.
If there's anybody you guys want to see, let us know. We can grab them or find somebody.
Yeah.
We have big networks. I'm sure us talking will be kind of boring all the time. We can bring some people in, bring some strategy in, kind of see where we're at.
You say boring, I say, comfortable.
No, I know, but it's good conversations, all business conversations. Like, I feel like if people do marketing, they need to put community as part of one of their strategies. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care what you do, man. Like, you need to reach a certain audience. Like, the first thing I always say is when I'm going to market my business. Okay, who are you speaking to?
Yeah.
What is your audience? What is your community? What is the people you're really getting your message to buy into your thought process, and then try to monetize it and make money, right? People they throw the net. Oh, I'm gonna market to everybody.
Exactly. That's what I was just gonna say.
They might throw,
The further down you can niche down, the better. If you can target the dentist that does braces on 15-year-olds.
Correct. Yes.
You go to TikTok. So the further down you can, for example, further down you can niche down, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than throwing out that broad net.
Yeah.
We are speaking to people that are in our age bracket. We're mid 40s and past our career. Midlife. Yeah. Just getting started. I mean, 40s are the new 20s.
Dude,
and the new 30s.
It's only a number.
Exactly. You're only as young as you look.
Yeah.
We look great. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, check out this surfing picture. I mean,
oh, Lord.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord.
Can you see that?
That was a long time ago.
Picture.
That was a long time ago. Wow.
I mean, what's the surfer community like?
Oh, man.
You were just at the Surfers Open.
Yeah, I was at the US Open.
In Huntington Beach,
yeah,
right?
I used to work for the brand, so I got to see the Steve Andor.
That's a worldwide event.
Good friend. I mean, they run about 400,000 people on daily at that event.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy. It's big. There's concerts.
I didn't go this year, but it's huge.
It's good to see all my old friends, man. I haven't seen them, and they're getting older, and they're still working for the brand. They're still cool, but it was pretty surreal being there. I took the family out. We hung out and Steve and Pete Derricks, he's my boss there. He's now bigger in the marketing department. He's like, hey, here's some wristbands, get up the athlete access.
Oh, dope.
Hang out up top and kind of see your thing. I got to share that with my family, my kids, because that's normal for me, right?
Yeah.
I get to be part of that because you're working. You're there from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you don't get to enjoy that part. But to go and enjoy an event was good. That community of that surf. I mean, in the surfing community, it's a way of life, man.
Totally. It really is.
It's a way of life. It's not it's a marathon.
And
it's
you still go surfing 3 times a week?
3 to 4 times a week if I can.
That's dope.
Dude, it's rad. And it's so how do I say, it's so relaxing to be out there and be like, okay, there's no one can contact me, but once you get to a certain level, you just want to do I like the old 70s style, right? So
you're living on the edge, man.
I want to say the edge.
Black belt, surfer.
I want to say the edge. I think I enjoy everything that's thrown my way is what it is. I'm a product of this community. I'm a California kid that grew up here. Now I get to still stay true to my roots, like surfing and skate
living
and motorcycles, and then still being able to snowboard, and then now I'm in more leadership roles, so being able to fuse that over, right? Because I mean, any community, if you're really into it, is good, and surfing is I'm gonna keep doing it as long as I can, right? My little one's surfing now, so it's
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So who do you go out there with? Do you go out there by yourself?
It's to the point where I just go there and there's everybody. It's like going to the gym. Just go out and see people. Same people working out same time or that time. It's like it's the same thing. I used to chase everybody to come surf. Like now I just show up by myself and I just see everybody. And then there's the after surf hangouts, you know, I'm just drinking coffee, telling stories,
That's
and then boom, yeah. So an actual 2-hour session can be 3 hours because you're still chatting away with people. You know, so
I would love to surf. That's on my bucket list to try and do that.
I don't know what you're waiting for, man.
I mean, I got to start slow though, so probably first I'm going to try paddleboarding.
No, surfing. Surfing's way more fun.
Or kayaking. That's actually
kayaking,
first.
Yeah.
That's step one.
Just get in the water.
I've been
man.
invited.
Just
so.
go and take a lesson and call it a day. It's like going to the gym. You work out by yourself and then you just start meeting people, and then it's one of those things. And you're going to catch your first wave.
Do you wear a wetsuit?
In the winter.
Okay.
You know, but for the most part, this time of year, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
So, but you should, because you probably get cold. You know, like for me, wetsuit temperature for me is like 50s.
I saw someone shooting dolphins on the, I think
I see those things every morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, Bolsa Chica, we surf Bolsa Chica all the time, and they're there in the lineup and stuff. They could be like right that close.
Well.
No one bothers them, you know. It's cool. It's like Mother Nature, right?
Oh yeah, dolphins are dope. I think it's crazy that they can kill sharks.
Yeah, they go sharks.
I mean, they're so cute.
Yeah, but lethal.
Yeah.
They just.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with sharks. I mean, who isn't though? Right?
Yeah.
That's why they have Shark Week.
Yeah, Shark Week. Yeah.
This is a business Shark Week. No, I'm just kidding.
Shark Week. But yeah, so I mean, like anything, you know, it's one of those things that we have to kind of keep moving on just engaging people, right?
Oh yeah. So I'm excited about SoCal Source. All of our episodes are going to be showing on the homepage of the site. So hopefully you guys will stay, take a look around, browse it, add your business for free right now.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, we're just trying to build a community up there. So it's a lot of things you can get of value for free, and some premium things you could get if you have a few bucks. You could possibly be on the show. We'd love to, you know, showcase your brand here while we're talking. Yeah. So just take a look when you can, SoCal Source, and see what the options are, or email us, follow us on Instagram, DM us. We're actually on TikTok as well. And, you know, this has been a new episode of Marketing Made Me here with Ariel. I'm Angelica. And if you like this podcast, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will catch you on our next episode every Monday at 3 p.m.
Peace. Super Shaka has peace.